Hello guys, this is Sam here. You are K22CS1024 and this is for the lab DevOps Experiment 10. Title is Ansible for Docker and Kubernetes. So the main objective is to use a single tool called Ansible to automate the deployment of an Nginx web server in two different environments. First directly as a Docker container and second onto the Kubernetes cluster using kind. So the tools which we'll be using here, tools and software. Ubuntu WSL for running Ansible and Docker locally, Ansible for automating the Docker and Kubernetes setup and deployment, Python 3, a required dependency for Ansible, and then Docker engine slash Docker desktop, which has the container runtime environment, Nginx, Docker image, Nginx Alpine, the lightweight web server used for in deployment, and kubectl, Kubernetes command line tool to manage clusters and resources. And kind Kubernetes in Docker, which is used to create and manage local Kubernetes clusters. So we're going to see the industrial relevance and see that why it's important. As this lab demonstrates the real power of Ansible as a universal automation tool, which is a key part of DevOps and platform engineering. We're not just actually deploying an app, we are actually using Ansible to automate the entire infrastructure setup, installing Docker, installing Kubernetes tools, and then deploying the application. And this shows how Ansible can manage both simple containerized deployments like Docker and complex orchestrated ones like Kubernetes, all from the same set of playbooks. So we're going to see uh, the description here. So we already talked about what is Ansible, what is Docker, what is Kubernetes kind, and what is Nginx, and also Ansible collection here. So we can see here community.docker, it enables Docker container management through Ansible modules, and the Kubernetes core, which provides Ansible modules to manage Kubernetes objects. Kubernetes.co provides Ansible modules to manage Kubernetes objects declaratively. So we can see here, this is the command list with explanation, the commands and the explanation as to what it does. So we're going to set up the project directory here. So we have to create a folder, Ansible simple lab, and it will contain the following items here: inventory.ini, requirements.yaml, docker.yaml, k8s.yaml, and k8s nginx.yaml. We're gonna set up the inventory. So inventory.ini and add. So it's gonna see the local and the link the IP address here. And to install the required collection, we're going to use the requirements.yaml file. So we can see it's used to specify the collections, the community.docker, kubernetes.co, and then we're going to install the Ansible collections. Yeah, Ansible Galaxy collection, install the requirement file. And then here's the Docker playbook file here. So this is the code. And then after typing the code and saving it, we can run the Docker playbook. This is the code, yeah, Ansible playbook -i inventory.ini Docker YAML, and we're going to open the localhost. The port number is 8080 in the browser, and then we're going to create the Kubernetes playbook file, which is also a YAML file. This is the code here, and then we're going to create the Kubernetes deployment file, k8s.nginx.yaml. This is the code here, and then after creating all the files, we are going to run the Kubernetes playbook here. This is the code Ansible playbook -i inventory .ini k8s.yaml, and we're going to access the nginx file on Kubernetes, forward the service port, and then open it in browser. The kubectl port forward svc /nginx 8081-80. So this is going to be the sample inputs here, which I've already run on my laptop. So you can see here the folder we are accessing the folder, and we are going to install the Ansible Galaxy collection here. And if it's already installed, so it will say nothing to do, all the requested collection are already installed. If you want to reinstall them, you can use after putting the command here, you can use double dash force to reinstall everything to see if anything is having an issue or not. So running the Ansible playbook file here to deploy Nginx on Docker. So deploying the Nginx file on Kubernetes using Ansible. So here it's saying, it's verifying that everything is fine or not, and even if anything is there, it will say that this is changed. And by chance, if any error is occurring, it will show with the red text here, and it will correctly say if anything is having an issue or not, and we can go back to the code and we can fix it and we can run the YAML code again. But here it's saying that everything is fine and only one code is changed here like that. And exporting the kind cluster here, so it's like and accessing the Nginx server by the port forwarding. So we can see the code is running here, and we can see at the end the localhost 8080, the Nginx program is there. And thus we have successfully automated the deployment of Nginx web server using Ansible, managing containerized environment with Docker and Kubernetes client on the local Ubuntu and WSL setup. Thank you.